Hi guys and welcome. Today it's just a quick one about the last patch what we've had, the update. First off, I'm gonna do a quick video on the skill trees and what they've changed to. Just a quick rundown. This is now what they look like from the old ones. So you've got a master branch, which is this one. Which you start filling in. It starts off with artisan. Carpentry, construction, digging, and materials prep. So that's like your builders and your, what would you call it? Like blacksmithing, I suppose. Industry, industrial. So you've got your jewellery, precious prospecting, mining, to repairs, which is the building maintenance, to the building. And then you've got this skill tree which goes carpentry, bowcraft, warfare engineering. And then from this one you've got your smelting, and then you split off, which is not the same as the old one, forging and armorsmithing. So it's nice little additions. The digging is now a new branch part, which is for your digging tunnels, which isn't in the terraforming anymore. Which isn't too bad because you can leave it on 0 and you can still dig the tunnels, but you can't dig them in different directions, so you might want to wish to level it up a little bit. The thing I've got to struggle with is my skill cap on my server is 1200, and I wished to do a bit of farming. So to get the farming, it's now split on this branch. So you got nature's law, herbalism, and farming, and then that splits down into farming. If you want to do building, you need the farming to get the forestry. If you want to be planting the trees next to your buildings to be able to cut them down. So there's a few points to be spent in there. If you want to go carry on in farming to use the plough, it's now in advanced farming. So it's going to cost you like 160 points to get the plough. You're going to max it out to 100 on that main farming. And then hunting is now into a tree line as well. So it's hunting, which opens up onto animal law, and the animal law opens up onto procuration, which then splits out into your tailoring and your warhorse handling. Warhorse handling is actually the training of the warhorses, not the riding of them. So you do not need that wish to ride a warhorse. It's a bit of a misconception. So that's a quick rundown of the crafting. The combat side is now split into two trees. One is warrior, one is chivalry. If you go down the chivalry line, that goes down to spearmen, which then breaks out into your poleaxes and your units, which makes sense for porcupines. And then it goes on to your mounted fighting, which is your heavy horse training. Your new heavy horse training goes into there, so that's where you ride your warhorse. That's where you ride into your heavy warhorse handling, is into that one, which branches off. And lancing also comes off that one as well. If you want to go into single sword, and that branches off into piercing mastery, which increases your piercing damage, and also your shields. That's the chivalry line, which is close to being a knight. If you want to be a bit more ruthless and a bit of a more bowman and stuff like that, or sapper, if you're on a judgment hour place, you've got your warrior, which goes into your demolition, and then splits off also into two-handed axe mastery, and two-handed blade mastery, and two-handed blunt mastery, and then into your war cries. So it's a bit more rough and ready and dual fighting, a bit like Braveheart. It also does the crossbow into the bows and combat prep. So the other bits what aren't in a tree line are your drill, your battle survival, your equipment maintenance, and 3 lots of armour. Now, there's two armours you think that you're missing, but you're not. What they've split it down into is your warrior is now for your leather armour, so you can max that out into 100, and that will upgrade your leather armour skills. So you can equip royal leather armours. The chivalry is your padded armour, so you can max that out into 100, and you'll be able to equip royal padded armour. But anyone can start wearing any of the armours right from the word go, instead of having to try and learn, like the old tree, something else beforehand. Which is a bonus if you want to not waste too many points in getting, say, plate armour for riding on horses. The minor skills, there's a few what have been moved in here. The arts one I'm quite happy about that it's moved into there, because now I get to do my crafting and also have a little side hobby of doing the paints and the snowmen in the winter. Also the mentoring's in there, your piety's in there, so you can now do the prey and increase it without having to use up your crafting skills. And your horseback riding. So these are all bonus ones, they're quite cool, much appreciated to be in there. Your skills haven't changed, none of these have changed. I think the titles have changed because of that's it. That's the skill trees. Watch the next videos to see any other future updates and patches. Thank you.